And you want me to talk about the people outside, dog? I'm not interested in it. That doesn't make my dick hard. I don't care about that. I don't believe anything anyone says to me. And tell the piece of shit I got my headphones on. Just because I'm wearing them doesn't mean that if I respond to you while I'm wearing my headphones, that means I'm not currently playing music or audio, dickhead. It doesn't mean you could talk the whole time I'm wearing headphones. Sometimes I can't hear you depending on what I play. Get that piece of shit away from my window. And when I upload something fucking 30 minutes ago, upload it. It's only 600 megabytes. All of a sudden the battery goes dead. The upload time is fucking 2 hours for 600 megabytes. I got shit to do. I want to beat my dick here. The more I talk about this shit. And shut that piece of shit up. I'm not doing battle with that all night. I haven't gotten any fucking sleep because of that. I'm fucking tired. It's time to eat. It's time to eat and take my pills and go to fuck to bed. I don't want to hear that piece of shit. Don't worry about what goes on outside. Sounds like Jabberwocky to me. This dick, there's plenty to go around. Whichever bitch loves it the best. The best bitch will win. You know, it's how's it go in your life? The best motherfuckers will win. I got to think about me. I got to think about what I want in my heart. But do you see that? Do you see how Chuck Berry's a fucking wordsmith? The founding father of hip hop. Where was he educated? To have the lyrics, you could see that Pierre did truly love the Mademoiselle, and now Madame and Monsieur have gone and rung the chapel bells. C'est la vie, say the old folks. Goes to show you never can tell. You know? Yeah, I'm a big Chuck Berry fan. I think you know that. Isn't that beautiful? That ain't that. Most white educated adults couldn't write that lyric back then. But that's right. You see that sassy Mademoiselle, Monsieur, Mademoiselle, Madame. Hell yeah. C'est la vie. And what like I said to you, it is what it is. It is what it is. A wise man once said that. C'est la vie. You know, and who said hey mambo Italiano. No, that wasn't the right one. Que sera sera. Whatever will be. You know, you mix up the facciamata mozzarella, and you learn to do this. The peppermint twist. It's all right. It's all right. It's all right. Yeah, and people think there's deep meaning in me being. I, I'm a I'm a rock and roll enthusiast. Of course, I can put together a playlist. You tell me about the twist. I'm gonna say, well, first of all, probably Sam Cooke. Well, no, I don't know who came first, Sam Cooke. No, Chubby Checker came first, and then Let's Twist Again came out, and then you had Joey D and the Starlighters, Peppermint Twist, and you had all kinds of twists. You had Sam Cooke in between there too, twisting the night away. There's a man in evening clothes. How he got here, I don't know, but man, you ought to see him go twisting the night away. You know. Man, I have a lot of fun putting trouble on the run. Man, there ain't nothing like twisting the night away. Why is there secret messages in that? If I was a DJ coming to fill in for you and I had to play, I don't know, 50s rock, and I'm like, okay, do I have to follow a particular, okay, dance songs? I can do that. Little meal about Francis, etc., dancing around to nobody but me, you know? Land of Land of a Thousand Dances, you know? You could go all night if you just sit down and think. And then maybe if you had no brain, you'd get on a computer. But me, I just riff off the top of my head. There's nothing like an analogous mind at work. If anybody cares about lyrics, they should, just like the Beach Boys knew, study Chuck Berry. Chuck Berry was a fucking genius. You know, before there was Eminem. There was, because he was a genius too, kind of. However, he did those lyrics, I'm not sure, but there was Chuck Berry. Chucka. And I told you before, you Chuck Barris. You the dating game. I'd be Chuck Berry. You know? I was thinking of that last night. I'm like, what the fuck? Twist takes on, and people believe that it takes on a new meaning and shit. Finger popping time. Hank Ballard, you know? I was thinking of all the dance songs, and it's like, and I was thinking to myself before Jesse was walking down the curb, I was thinking about what did people do when they couldn't do dancing? If they were too big to dance, too big to do the alligator, too big to do the mashed potato, too big to do the to do the a basic bop, to do the atomic bop, to do any kind of fucking dance from the 1920s on. What would you do if you were big? And I was kind of stuck for a minute. I'm like, wow. And then I go, wait a minute. And I was thinking of Courtney Love too. Her father's Hank, and I was thinking that's what I was thinking about that day. And I'm thinking Hank Ballard, finger popping time. The guy who sang it was like chubby, and he was big, and big people could do the twist. Anyone could do the twist. That's why it was a sensation. Before Go Go. And I'm thinking, well, when you're really big, you could just stand around and snap your fingers, or you could do the stroll. Anybody could do the stroll. You could be 600 pounds and do the fucking stroll, you know? And that's what I was thinking about. How can we, you could be an 8-year-old little white girl doing the twist. You could be a 600-pound black motherfucker in Louisiana, and you could do the twist. You could be a grandma, and you could do the twist. You could dirty dance in your 20s and do the peppermint twist. Round and round, up and down, round and up and down, 1, 2, 3, kick, 1, 2, 3, jump. I just like those lyrics. You'll learn to do this, the peppermint twist. It's all right, it's all right. It's okay, all day. And you'll learn to do this, the peppermint twist. Joey D and the Starlighters. The dance was invented at the Starlighter Lounge, that old gangster hangout. Yep. We got a new dance and it go like this: a bop a shoe bop, a bop a bop a bop a shoe bop. That's right. There ain't no secret message. That's just Big Daddy radio talk. Whatever. Jesse's asking what's finger pop mean. Snap your fingers, There she was walking down the street. That's what I always said to Jesse. Shuffling, snapping his fingers and shuffling his feet. That's what he looks like when he's coming down the street. You know? Yeah. He got that shuffle on. Hey, man. And you're glad to see him most of the time. They turn everything into a big. It's like, what do you think? I sat and masterminded that to mean something?